Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is my movie review of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, with spoilers. Okay, let me first say, I saw the Swedish movies, uh, I think about last year, sometime, well, not, maybe about last year or so. My friend turned me on to the movies, the Swedish movies, and I absolutely love the Swedish movies. All three of them I saw, all three of them, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And then when I heard that they were remaking it, Hollywood, I was a little apprehensive about it, but David Fincher is a good director, and like Daniel Craig and Rooney Marty. I had seen her in other films, but didn't have much of an opinion of her. And let me just first off say that I love the new movie, I guess the remake, which is a remake. Um, and basically, the story of the girl with the dragon tattoo is about a disgraced journalist, uh, Michael Bloomquist. That's the character's name, played by Daniel Craig in this movie. He gets successfully sued in the beginning of the movie for libel, for accusing a businessman of being dirty and with not having the evidence to back it up. So he gets sued, successfully sued. And so the magazine that he's working for is getting ready to go under, and he's disgraced, of course, and about to be bankrupt because he has to pay this judgment out. And when he gets contacted by this businessman, by the lawyer of this businessman, who wants him to investigate the disappearance of his niece some 40 years ago, who disappeared, and he basically the rich businessman wants to know, you know, what happened, what happened to his niece who vanished, and this businessman, his family is full of Nazis and just absolutely a bunch of bastards that work for him, and he knows it, the businessman, and he actually brings Daniel Blomkvist, Daniel Craig's character, to his to I guess to his mansion, to his estate, to do research, to try to find out what happened to his niece. And along the way, he meets this other character. We introduced the second character in this movie called Elizabeth Salander. I think that's pronounced. That's her name exactly. I think, yeah. And she's let's say she's a bisexual. I guess you could say punk rock looking, tattooed, of course, hence the name of the title of the movie. Girl who's basically she's a ward of the court, or ward of the state, excuse me. She's been a ward of the state since she was at the age of I think about 10 or 12, according to the movie, and I think in the book too also. And her character is played by Runa Mara. That's it, Runa Marnie. No, it's gonna make sure I get this right. Runa Mara, excuse me. Okay, an actress who I've seen, and I didn't realize until I went back to look a little back at, she was in that remake of the Freddy Krueger movie. Okay, she was the I guess you could say the main girl that didn't get killed, of course, who survived to the end in that movie. And let me just say, her performance in this movie is absolutely stunning. I was a little, like I said before, I love the original movies, and I was a little apprehensive about who they would cast to play, Elizabeth Salander, because the actress that played her, I think, did a great job in the original Swedish movie. And her name, she's the woman that's in the Sherlock Holmes movie, the second one, and her name, let me get her name right, is Naomi Rapace. That's the Swedish actress who was in the original. But I think Runa Mara did an excellent job in this movie with Daniel Craig. Let me just show you the cover of the Entertainment Weekly. There she is, right there. The girl with the dragon tattoo. She's on the latest issue of Entertainment Weekly, which I subscribe to. Anyway, her performance to me is just absolutely fantastic in this movie, because there's a couple of sequences that perfectly illustrate, things about her character. Basically, she has a like I said, she's a ward of the court, and she has in the beginning of the movie, she has a kindly I guess you would say representative of the state that would sign over her money when she needed money, since she's a ward, the ward of the state. They would give her money. He would sign off for her expenses and stuff. This guy has a stroke. Her a kindly benefactor in the beginning of the movie, he has a stroke, so she gets signed a new, I guess, overseer, I guess, of her account. And this guy is an absolute degenerate who basically forces her to give him a blowjob in the beginning, and then he physically rapes her, restrains her and rapes her, okay, to get what he wants, and she gets a great revenge. Like I said, in the original Swedish movie and in this movie, basically where she stun guns him, and she actually films her rape, and then she goes back and she restrains him, and basically she tattoos on him. She gets a great revenge. I'm a rapist and a pig. I think what it said was I'm a rapist and a pig. I think that's what it said on it. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it was something about a rapist. She actually tattoos it on the guy's chest and basically tells him how it's going to be, how he's gonna do the monthly reports that's required of her, of the guy to turn into the court about her, how she's living and how she's doing, okay, and if he ever thinks about doing this again to anybody else, she's gonna release the tape all over the web, and but the way she acts this scene, it's just, you have to see this scene to believe it. It's just absolutely chilling, and like I said, I don't feel anything. I just love her revenge. Even in the Swedish movie and in this movie, you love the revenge because this guy is basically a pig, and he's done this before, probably to other girls and stuff. And I think her revenge that she got on him was absolutely perfect, basically. And anyway, but back to the main story. Like I said, Daniel Craig's character is investigating this weird family, to find out this disappearance of the niece of the rich businessman, and basically he finds links to other girls that have disappeared over the years and stuff, and he hires he finds out that there's this Elizabeth Salander character. She's a great researcher, and that she's a little off. The guy who hires her before tells him she's a little off, but he doesn't care. He goes and he hires her basically to help him do research to find out where this missing chick is, and to find out the connection that she has with the other missing woman that disappeared over the years. And of course they find out the connection, which is of course that a member of the family is actually responsible for these disappearance of girls, and it's without going too great into the detail, because I think the details of the other murders is not as important as the fact that she's, like I said, Elizabeth Salander is this great super hacker who she gets she's a genius, but she's, like I said, she's a little anti-social because of things that happened in her childhood, which is probably going to be explored in the other movies, the sequels to this movie that's going to be made, and the sequels that were made to the original Swedish movies. You discover why she's the way she is. But like I said, Runa Mari's performance is absolutely fantastic in this movie, and like I said, Daniel Craig was good too. The only part that I thought was a little off was they had Robin Wright, who played she was like the owner of the magazine, who was having who was married and having an affair with Daniel Blomkvist, played by Daniel Craig, and of course she didn't have a Swedish accent, even though the story is supposed to take place in Sweden, and of course she had no accent. And Daniel Craig didn't have, he just basically used his normal English accent either. I thought that was about, that's a minor quibble to me. But this movie, to me, it was intense, and it kept my interest. Like I said, the movie's, I think, like 2 hours and 20 minutes or so, but it kept your interest. And like I said, I knew like I said, because I've seen the previous movies, but this movie kept my interest. And like I said, David Fincher is a great director, and like I said, they changed a few things around. And what I would suggest to anybody that sees this movie is to see I know a lot of people don't want to see the previous movie, but I think you should check out the original trilogy, because I think this original trilogy was great. But I like this movie too. I like this movie. I would give this movie 3.5 stars. Like I said, it's intense, and I think Runa Mara's performance is absolutely fantastic. Daniel Craig was okay, and like I said, the story had a good pace, a good rhythm to it. And the ultimate reveal of what happened to the businessman's niece, I think was done excellently, just like in the first movie. The big reveal of what actually truly happened to her, which I'm not going to give away, so, so at least you have something to look forward to, okay, when you see the movie. But like I said, I loved Runa Mara's performance. I said it before, and I look forward to her, because I read in Entertainment Weekly, and they said they plan on making the sequel, because there were two other movies besides the original movie, and I look forward to her performance. And like I said, Runa Mara is, I think, she's going to be a big star, because I think, like I said, her performance is absolutely great. And like I said, no offense to the original Swedish actress, I think her performance, Runa Mara's performance, is absolutely fantastic in it, and I don't know if she's gonna get, I think she should get nominated for Best Supporting Actress because I think she was that good in this movie, and I would highly recommend this movie to anybody to go see it. Like I said, it's a good thriller, and like I said, it has good atmosphere, good suspense, and let me just show you this. This is my movie ticket that I went to see it right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it focuses it. Girl with the Dragon. I don't know if you can see that good, but Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That's my receipt for the movie. So let me know what you think of this movie, and if you plan on seeing it. Have you seen the original trilogy or not? And like I said, I love the original movie. This movie to me is just as good. Like I said, I know Hollywood has this tendency to remake movies and stuff, and then you go, oh, why did they do this? The original movie was good enough. Why did they have to remake it? But like I said, if they, I said before in another video before, if they can take a story and just make, just tweak it a little bit and tell it in a different way, why not? I'm not against seeing a remake of a previously done movie. If they can do it in a unique way, a different way than the original. And like I said, this movie, of course, the original movie had, it was done in Swedish and it had subtitles on it, which didn't bother me at all. And this movie doesn't have any subtitles in it. And like I said, this movie thoroughly entertained me, and it kept my interest for the 2 hours and 20 minutes that it was on. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend it. And this is Trey Passer saying so long and take care.